Hello all, myself Azeem from 3rd year EC, SNS College of Engineering. Today I am here to talk about the 7+7 industry verticals of our college. From these thrust verticals, I have decided to publish an article related to ANN. ANN stands for Artificial Neural Networks. So, what are these artificial neural networks? Artificial neural networks contain neurons, which are called units. These units are arranged in series of layers, and these layers they actually together constitute the whole artificial neural network. Each of these unit, it depends on the complexity of the system, and this layer is actually commonly it is known as an input layer, as it gathers input from the data. Now the input data is valuable for the output layer also, so therefore the output layer provides an output in the form of response of the artificial neural networks to input data provided. And the majority of neural networks, these units that I just explained, they are interconnected from one layer to another, which means there are various layers, and each of these connections has weights. Now these weights that these units that I said, they have weights, and this weights is what determine the influence of one unit on another. So as a data scientist feeds the data, transfers from one unit to another, the neural network learns more and more about the data, which eventually results in an output from the output layer. So that is how what artificial neural networks are all about. Now there are some applications that we already know, that we are using also continuously. So some applications of artificial neural networks are social media, marketing and sales, healthcare, and personal assistants, voice assistants like Google or Apple's Siri. So how do these artificial neural network learn? How does the algorithm take and infer from the data? So these neural networks, they're trained using training set. For example, let's take an example. You want to teach an ANN to recognize a cat. Then it is shown thousands of different images of cats, so the network can learn to identify a cat. Once the neural network has been trained enough using images of cats, then we can check if the cat images are being identified correctly. This is done by making the ANN classify the images it is provided. So whatever the data that we are feeding to the ANN, it is being classified. It is classified based on certain characteristics, features of the cat. The output obtained by the ANN is then it is further enhanced by a human. The human's role in this ANN is to describe whether the image is a cat image or not. So if the ANN identifies incorrectly, let's say it's an image of a dog similar to a cat, so it identifies it incorrectly, then the back propagation is adjusted whatever it has learned during training. Now back propagation is done by fine tuning the weights of the connection in ANN units. So based on the error rate obtained, this process is continued until the artificial neural network can correctly recognize a cat in an image with minimal possible error rates. So in time, the ANN neural network, it learns, it adapts. So in any algorithm, as it adapts, it improves itself. So n number of data is needed to process. Thank you, and that's all the knowledge I had to share on artificial neural networks. Mm, Artificial neural network is also similar to how our brain works, and that is similar. It has a similar learning method to our brain. Thank you. Have a great day.